Am I the butthole for standing up for my sister and causing family drama? Posted by you/odd_taste4. My dad's side of the family has always had an unhealthy obsession with alcohol. They treat it like some kind of rite of passage, almost like a coming-of-age bar mitzvah. Growing up, I've seen them downplay the seriousness of drinking, even encouraging it in inappropriate ways. A while back, something happened that still haunts me, and I can't stop wondering if I handled it the right way. My grandma was offering my little sister what she claimed was juice. My sister was only 10 at the time, so I didn't think much of it at first. But then I noticed how my dad and grandma were smirking at each other. Their whole vibe gave me a bad feeling, like this was some kind of inside joke I wasn't in on. Call it gut instinct, but I knew something wasn't right. As soon as my sister reached for the glass, I panicked. I yelled at her not to drink it, startling everyone in the room. The whole situation hit me harder than I expected. I started crying, which isn't something I do often. Maybe I overreacted, I can admit that, but I was so overwhelmed and stunned by what I thought was happening. My grandma and dad looked shocked, like they hadn't expected me to make a scene. I grabbed my sister's hand, took her inside the house, and locked us in a room with our phones to calm down. Later, my dad tried to brush the whole thing off as a harmless joke. He said I was blowing it out of proportion, but I don't see it that way at all. My grandma and grandpa jumped in too, saying I was being dramatic and that it wasn't that serious. But here's the thing, my sister is 10 years old. Whether it was an actual drink or just some prank, the idea of giving a child alcohol, even as a joke, is completely messed up in my opinion. The part that hurt the most was when my grandma started yelling at me afterward. She screamed that I'd ruined her prank, as if I was the one in the wrong for stepping in. That just made me feel even worse about the whole situation. Sure, I was crying and emotional, but I only got like that after she started screaming at me. Her reaction made me second-guess everything. Was I really overreacting, or was I just standing up for what's right? Even now, I still feel conflicted. My dad insists that it wasn't a big deal, but I can't shake the feeling that it was. I was trying to protect my sister from something that felt inappropriate, and now I'm being made to feel like I was the one who crossed the line. So, Reddit, am I the butthole for stepping in to protect my sister? Commenters. Not the butthole. That's wild. I think my parents might have let me have a sip of wine or something when asked around that age, but to spike a kid's drink. Where's your mom in all this? You have to tell her. OP responds. Yeah, my mom and grandpa are against it all but not vocal. They didn't even stop grandma. They're all used to her BS at this point. I really wish they were more protective though. Everyone is quiet and I'm a rebel, it sucks.